the Firearms Act of 1968. The Act defines firearms generally, but also creates a number of subcategories of firearm, namely shotguns, we'll look at those, air weapons, we'll look at those, and prohibited weapons. Section 57(1) defines a firearm as any of the following: a lethal barreled weapon as defined under Section 57(1)(b), or a prohibited weapon as defined under Section 5, or a relevant component part in relation to a lethal barreled weapon or a prohibited weapon as defined in Section 57(1)(d), or an accessory to a lethal barreled weapon or a prohibited weapon where the accessory is designed or adapted to diminish the noise or flash caused by firing the weapon. In the case of Bradish and Horn, a 2004 Court of Appeal decision in which the Court of Appeal had to quash the conviction on count 4. Why? Well, because it concerned a firearm in a rucksack, and it was clear that they did not have that particular firearm in the rucksack when they set off for the robbery. Section 18 of the Firearms Act, 1968. It is an offence for a person to have with him a firearm or an imitation firearm with intent to commit an indictable offence, like, for example, the indictable offence of robbery. It becomes an armed robbery, does it not, if you have with you a firearm or an imitation firearm? And remember what I said earlier in the earlier slide of things that might be classified as being an imitation firearm. You can see, slide 21, you can see how having with him, in terms of firearms, is much narrower in its ambit than possession. And rightly so.